Welcome to the explainer. So think back to your last, just seemingly perfect trade. You know the one. You did the analysis, you patiently waited for your entry, and you meticulously placed your stop loss exactly where the textbooks tell you to, right? Then, almost out of nowhere, the market spikes. It takes you out of the trade by a fraction of a pip, and then, of course, immediately reverses, sailing all the way to your profit target entirely without you. It feels incredibly frustrating, doesn't it? Honestly, it feels almost personal, like the market was specifically targeting your position. Well, today we're going to explore exactly why that happens. Is it really just bad luck, or is there a systemic, deliberate mechanism at play here? Today, we are putting this exact phenomenon to the test. We're calling it the liquidity hunt test. Our goal in this explainer is to decode what actually happens at those extreme reversal points on the chart. We're going to dig right into the source material to figure out if the big players in the market are in fact using retail stop losses as their primary source of market fuel. It's a really fascinating look behind the curtain of how market mechanics truly operate. Here's our agenda to decode the market's liquidity engine today. 1. The retail trading trap. 2. Market fuel and institutions. 3. External liquidity and sweeps. 4. The internal liquidity illusion. 5. The ultimate trend rule. And finally, 6. The liquidity hunt verdict.
All right, let's jump straight into Section 1, the retail trading trap.
So to run a proper test here, we need a clear theory of how retail traders operate versus the actual market. Here is the core hypothesis of our investigation today. The market doesn't just randomly hit your stop loss. Rather, it moves specifically to hunt retail stop losses, particularly those clustered right around the previous day's highs and lows. We are testing the very real possibility that your carefully calculated risk management, your stop loss, is actually a deliberate target programmed into the algorithms of massive institutional players. But you got to ask yourself, why would they target you? What do they actually get out of it?
Moving right along to Section 2, market fuel and institutions. Now, to really understand the why behind these traps, we've got to look at the mechanics and the major players who are actually pulling the strings. In the realm of smart money concepts, liquidity isn't just some abstract financial term, right? It is literally the essential fuel that makes the market move. Think of the market like a magnificent high-performance sports car. No matter how beautiful that engine is, that car is not moving a single inch without fuel. Well, in the market, the engine simply cannot run without the liquidity provided by retail stop losses. To truly wrap our heads around this, we have to talk about scale. I mean, we're dealing with massive institutions here. Major global banks, foreign institutional investors, domestic institutional investors. These entities aren't trading with a few $1,000s. They are moving orders worth thousands of crores. Because their volume is so unimaginably huge, they can't simply pull up their broker platform and click buy like an everyday retail trader. I mean, if they did that, they would instantly skyrocket the price and completely ruin their own entry. They need an equally massive amount of people willing to sell to them. And where's the most concentrated, easily accessible pool of sell orders sitting in the market? Yep, you guessed it. It's sitting exactly where retail traders have placed their stop-loss orders just below major support levels.
Which brings us to Section 3, external liquidity and sweeps. Okay, let's look at the first major variable in our test, the obvious targets on the chart. This brilliantly illustrates the critical knowledge gap between everyday traders and big money. Let's just compare the logic for a second. Retail logic, which is what most of us are taught in standard trading books, says you should sell at resistance, like the previous day high, and buy at support, like the previous day low. You place your stop loss safely just beyond those levels. Makes sense, right? But institutional logic is entirely predatory. Their logic says, perfect. Let the retail traders aggressively sell at that previous day high. Let them pile in. Then, once that pool of stop loss is massive enough, spike the price just above that high to hit all those stops. Those triggered stop losses act as the exact buy orders the institutions absolutely need to match their massive sell positions.
Now, this specific hyper-aggressive price action, it actually has a name. It's called the liquidity sweep. It happens when the price violently spikes above a known high or below a low, triggers the stop losses, and then immediately reverses, closing right back inside the previous trading range. That specific candle that grabs the stops is known as the institutional funding candle, or IFC for short. When you see this on a chart, understand that it is absolutely not an accident. It's not just random market volatility. It is a deliberate footprint signaling that the big players have successfully hunted their fuel, filled their massive orders, and are now ready to violently push the market in the opposite direction. Let's head into Section 4, the internal liquidity illusion. Now, here is where things get really fascinating and, honestly, a little sinister. We need to expose the illusion of those beautiful textbook chart patterns we all absolutely love to trade. You see, the market doesn't just wait around at the major daily highs and lows. In between those external boundaries, it actively engineers what is called internal liquidity. This is basically a three-step trap. Step 1, the market meticulously builds what look like perfect retail patterns inside yesterday's range. Think of those beautiful sloping trend lines, perfect W double bottoms, or super clear support and resistance zones. Step 2, these pristine patterns entice everyday retail money into the market, which gradually builds up a massive, highly concentrated pool of stop losses just below or above those patterns. And then, step 3, the institutions use that perfectly pooled internal fuel to blast the price towards their real target, a higher time frame point of interest. So, if you are blindly trading a perfect trend line forming inside yesterday's range, our source material strongly suggests you aren't actually finding an edge. You're likely just walking right into a beautifully engineered trap.
Okay, Section 5, the ultimate trend rule.
Look, I know this can all sound pretty intimidating, so the absolute crucial point here is applying context so we can actually use this information to our advantage. You simply cannot trade every single sweep you see on a chart. That is just a dangerous gamble. The deciding factor, the context that actually makes the strategy work, is the overarching trend. Let's break down these specific rules from the source. If the market is in a confirmed uptrend, a sweep at the previous day low is incredibly powerful. It acts as a high probability buy signal because the market just grabbed that downside fuel to power its next leg up, targeting the previous day high. Conversely, in that same uptrend, if the market sweeps the previous day high, it is often not a major reversal. It's usually just a temporary pullback. A quick grab for local fuel before continuing its upward march. Because frankly, context is everything. You absolutely must consult what we call the boss timeframes, the daily or the weekly charts. You have to zoom out. Following the footprints of big money requires knowing the true market narrative. An institutional sweep on a 5-minute chart means absolutely nothing if it contradicts the massive, undeniable momentum of a weekly trend. The boss timeframes dictate whether a liquidity grab is a genuine entry opportunity or just a trap hidden within another trap. And that leads us to our final stop, Section 6, the liquidity hunt verdict. So, let's deliver the definitive verdict on our hypothesis, right? Did the data actually prove the theory? Well, based on the analysis of external reversal points and the mechanics of institutional funding candles, the test passes. The market is definitely not a random walk. It operates as a highly efficient liquidity-seeking algorithm. It is purposefully engineered to move from one concentrated pool of money straight to the next. But hey, here is the good news. By recognizing this, you can actually change your behavior. By patiently waiting for the hunt to happen first, by waiting for that sweep to occur before you enter, you can stop being the victim of the trap and start using that institutional momentum to your own advantage. You literally turn a high-stress stop-out into a high-probability entry. I want to leave you with this really powerful paradigm shift today, a quote that just perfectly summarizes everything we've looked at in this explainer. If you don't know where the liquidity is, you are the liquidity. Think about that. Next time you look at a chart, don't just ask where the price is going, ask yourself, where is the fuel? Where are the stops? Because once you see the market through the lens of liquidity, those seemingly random, wildly frustrating spikes suddenly make perfect logical sense. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, keep your eyes open for that next liquidity hunt.